Good morning, and welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. This morning, I'm going to talk about dating. Yes, young men and dating. And I probably will do a couple sessions on this, but today we just got to talk about going on that first date. So, of course, you've already got the date, and you're going to the young lady's house to pick her up. Now, you want to make sure that we're groomed well. We're smelling fresh. We've taken that shower. We're smelling all fresh. Our breath is together. So now we're ready. And now we're going to her home. And we're not going in a dirty ride. So if the ride is not together inside with used food containers and smelly socks or whatever, put on the brakes, stop, go back. You need to have a clean ride. Okay, so we're going to assume we got all that taken care of. So we go to pick the young lady up. Toot! No, sir. You don't blow for a young lady. If you came to my house to pick up my daughter and you blew for her, you'd be going on a date by yourself because she would not come to the door or come out. The correct thing to do is to get out and go to the door, ring the bell or knock on the door, and hopefully the parents will be the ones that open the door for you. If you've never met the parents, or if you have met them, you always wait to be asked to enter the premises. You don't just step in because they open the door. So good evening, my name is Jack. I'm here to pick up Jill. Oh, hi, we've heard so much about you. Come in, Jack. So once they invite you in, then you go in. If this is the first time that you have met them, you go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about yourself. And, I really appreciate you allowing your daughter to go out with me at this time. We met, I don't know if she told you, but we met in high school. We have a couple classes together. If they invite you to sit down, thank you so much. You care for anything to drink while you wait? Oh, no, thank you. I'm good. But thank you for asking. So all the preliminaries are out of the way. Young lady is ready. You stand. If you're sitting and that young lady enters that room, you stand. Hi, Jill. Are you ready? Look at the parents. Is there a certain time that I need to have her back? And you get that time. Now, Jill should already know what time she has to be back. But as a gentleman, you want to ask the parents to make sure. And all those things are out of the way. Then you're going back out to the car. And you're walking not in front of her, beside her. When you get to the car, don't you go around the front of that car and get in and leave her standing. Don't you do it. We need gentlemen. You open that car door for that young lady. Allow her to get in. Make sure she has on a dress or skirt, that it's not hanging out the door. You don't touch her. If it's hanging out, get your dress. And you gently close the door. Then you may go around and get into the car. That's the correct way to pick up your date. I'm quite sure that you've already talked about where you're going. So that's where you need to go. If you said you were going to a movie and dinner, you go to a movie and dinner. If you said you were going to the park, you go to the park. If you're going to a museum, you go to the museum. If you said you were going to a friend's party, that's where you go. If something happens and your plans change, what's the first thing that you need to do? Let her parents know. Something's come up, there's been a change in plans. Just wanted to let you know this is where we're going. May seem old-fashioned, but it's the correct thing to do. Young men need to be strong young men, always talking and looking individuals in their eyes when they speak, speaking clearly and plainly so you may be understood, and always doing the right thing. So picking a young lady up on a date is important. You're building your best life now. So you want to start out right. So this was our first little chat on dating. So remember, we want to groom ourselves. We want to make sure our breath is together, our clothes are neat and not wrinkled. We want to make sure that we're asked to enter the young lady's home, that we don't just burst into the door. We only sit if we're asked to. And we do what? We open the young lady's car door. Again, this has been Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. I hope this helps, and I hope this piqued your interest just enough that you'll listen in for the next segment on dating. Thank you, and have a great day.